Nothing makes me happier than seeing accounts grow, so let's get to it. Let's look at some winning stocks. Welcome back, everyone. It's me, and if you like to separate the wheat from the chaff, the good ideas from the bad, the winners from the losers, then this is the show for you. Because every day on this show we give you an unfair advantage in the market by breaking down today's biggest market movers and delivering the insights that you need to make faster, smarter decisions with your money. So if you want to stay ahead of the pack, stick with us. All right, check it out. If you want to know what's going on in the markets, there's no better place to start than our show. Look at this. The major averages were mixed today. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was down 112 points. That's about 0.3%. The S&P 500 was up 11 points or 0.3%, and the Nasdaq Composite was up 85 points or 1.1%. Bitcoin was up 2.65%, and gold was up 1.14%. So it looks like risk assets were back in favor today. And the most popular stock in the world, Tesla, well, that stock had its best day in over a month today. Shares popped nearly 8% after the company announced a new production facility in China. And speaking of China, Chinese electric vehicle makers also rallied today after the country announced new subsidies for EVs. Okay, so if you're a subscriber, you already know that we don't focus on just one sector or one side of the market. We cover the entire market because winning in the markets is not about luck. It's about being prepared. So let's see what else is moving the markets today. One of the biggest stories of the day, oil prices jumped after Saudi Arabia and Russia extended their production cuts. So we reported this last week when OPEC announced that they would be extending their production cuts into September. But it looks like the oil cartel isn't alone. Russia has agreed to extend their voluntary export cuts until the end of the year, and here's why that matters. Russia is the world's largest crude exporter, and their decision to cut production is helping to prop up oil prices. In fact, Brent crude has risen nearly 10% since the beginning of July, and that means one thing for investors. Energy companies could be set to benefit. Just look at the XLE, it's up nearly 13% year to date. Okay, now speaking of energy, one company that's benefiting from higher oil prices is none other than Chevron. It was today's biggest mover in the Dow Jones Industrial Average, rising more than 5% after the company raised its dividend by 6%. Now this is a big deal for two reasons. Number one, Chevron stock is dirt cheap. It currently trades at a PE ratio of just 8.22. That's the lowest level since November. And no. Two, Chevron stock is a member of the exclusive Dividend Kings Club, a group of just 30 stocks that have increased their dividends for 50 consecutive years. But we all know that investing in blue-chip stocks like Chevron can be a great way to build long-term wealth. But what about growth? Well, luckily we got you covered there too. Check this out. One of the fastest growing areas of the market right now is artificial intelligence, and one of the best positioned companies in this space is none other than NVIDIA. In fact, Oppenheimer analysts just raised their price target on the stock to $500 a share, saying NVIDIA is uniquely positioned to capitalize on generative AI. And here's the chart to show that. You see, over the past 3 months, NVIDIA stock has been a monster performer, rallying more than 40%. So look, whether you're interested in value stocks like Chevron or growth stocks like NVIDIA, we cover it all on this show. Because investing is not just about picking individual stocks, it's about positioning yourself for success no matter what the market throws your way. And speaking of positioning yourself for success, if you want to take control of your financial future, it starts with a budget, and the best way to do that is with a good budgeting app. So look, you probably know how important budgeting is. You may have even tried creating a budget before, but failed miserably. Don't worry, you're not alone. Most people struggle with sticking to a budget, but you're not going to get any better unless you try again, and this time with the help of technology. So look, you need to check out today's sponsor, because look at this. 9 out of 10 users feel that makes them feel more on top of their finances, and was named the best budgeting app of 2023 by a leading review site. And you can see why. Well, that's all for today. As always, you can follow me on social media, and don't forget to join my free newsletter, where each week I'll be sharing my top stock picks, market insights, and more. See you tomorrow. See?